not because of anything we did, but because more and more people are losing their health care from their employers. It's becoming unaffordable. That's what we're trying to prevent. We want people to be able to get health care from their employers. But we also understand that you've got to fix the system so that people are able to get it at affordable rates, and small businesses can afford to give their employees insurance at an affordable rate, and that's not happening right now. To your question about the 25th, my hope is that this doesn't end up being political theater, as I think some of you have phrased it. I want a substantive discussion. We haven't refined exactly how the agenda is going to go that day. We want to talk with both the Democratic and Republican leaders to find out what they think would be most useful. I do want to make sure that there are some people like the Congressional Budget Office, for example, that are considered nonpartisan, who can answer questions. In this whole health care debate, I am reminded of the story that was told about Senator Moynihan, who was, I guess, in an argument with one of his colleagues, and his colleague was losing the argument, so he got a little flustered and said to Senator Moynihan, "Well, I'm entitled to my own opinion." And Senator Moynihan said, "Well, you're entitled to your own opinion, but you're not entitled to your own facts." I think that's the key to a successful dialogue on the 25th around health care. Let's establish some common facts. Let's establish what the issues are, what the problems are, and let's test out in front of the American people what ideas work and what ideas don't. And if we can establish that factual accuracy about how different approaches would work, then I think we can make some progress. And it may be that some of the facts that come up are ones that make my party a little bit uncomfortable. So if it's established that by working seriously on medical malpractice and tort reform, that we can reduce some of those costs, I've said from the beginning of this debate, I'd be willing to work on that. On the other hand, if I'm told that that is only a fraction of the problem, and that is not the biggest driver of health care costs, then I'm also going to insist, okay, let's look at that as one aspect of it, but what else are we willing to do? And this is where it gets back to the point I was making earlier. Bipartisanship cannot mean simply that Democrats give up everything that they believe in, find the handful of things that Republicans have been advocating for, and we do those things, and then we have bipartisanship. That's not how it works. In any other realm of life. That's certainly not how it works in my marriage with Michelle, although I usually do give in most of the time. But there's got to be some give and take. And that's what I'm hoping can be accomplished. And I'm confident that's what the American people are looking for. So, all right?
Jobs?
Okay. Since there wasn't a jobs question,
well,
I'll make this the last one. Jobs question.
At the stakeout, the Republicans are saying, well, the jobs package we've seen is not really ready yet. We're a little worried about the cost. Are you satisfied that there is something that can be quickly moved through Congress on jobs?
Well, my understanding is, first of all, the House has moved forward a jobs package that has some good elements in it. My understanding is that there is bipartisan talks taking place as we speak on the Senate side about some elements of a package. I think there's some things that a lot of people agree on. Just to give you an example, the idea of eliminating capital gains for small businesses, something we can all agree on. I talked about it at the State of the Union address. My hope would be that we would all agree on a mechanism to get community banks who are lending to small businesses more capital. Because that is something that I keep on hearing is one of the biggest problems that small businesses have out there. So I think that it's realistic for us to get a package moving quickly that may not include all the things I think need to be done, And it may be that that first package builds some trust and confidence that Democrats and Republicans on Capitol Hill can work together, and then we move on to the next aspect of the package and so forth. It may take a series of incremental steps, but the one thing I'm absolutely clear about is that we've got an economy that's growing right now, a huge boost in productivity. That's the good news. The bad news is that companies still haven't taken that final step in actually putting people on their payroll full time. We're seeing an increase in temporary workers, but they haven't yet taken on that full-time worker. And so providing some additional impetus to them right as the economy is moving in a positive direction, I think can end up yielding some good results.
So,
all right?
Thank
you, guys. That was pretty good. Thanks.
The President of the United States, the third time he